Establish your hearts. The coming of the Lord is at hand. I just read that in the word right here. I want you to know, establish your hearts. The coming of the Lord is at hand. Be patient, be brave. That's what it means. Be brave. Hold to the faith. Don't give up. You're going to reap a harvest if you faint not. We're going to reap a harvest of souls if you live your destiny, if you live your purpose. It's time for warriors to rise. Sleeping Beauty, wake up. We're all asleep. We're asleep at the wheel, he's saying. I saw a vision just a minute ago of a man standing at the edge of a cliff, thinking he had miles and miles to go, but he's at the very edge, ready to fall off. Holy Spirit said, you're at a precipice. I didn't even know what that meant. I had to look it up. And that's what it means. It's a giant cliff. I had no idea until I looked. And you're right at the very edge, and we're on the very edge of things about to happen, take place. We're at the last days. Do you realize we're on the Essene Calendar that they saved, and they held the prophetic calendar over all the years, and the writings that came out in the Dead Sea Scrolls. And the one amazing thing is those Dead Sea Scrolls were preserved and held and came out right at the beginning of the time of the last days in 1948-47, right when Israel became a nation. These scrolls begin to be seen, and Israel is the time clock of the Lord in these last days, and that set things in motion. And we got those scrolls, and we're seeing what they say now. They held the calendar, and those calendars see that the prophecies fall into place, and they believed in 7,000 year time frame, 7 days, 1,000 years as a day. So did the early church fathers. These Essenes became the early church fathers. Really, they came to Jesus because all the prophecies were being fulfilled, just like the temple would be rent into, the veil would be rent into. That was one of the prophecies they held in those books that they held from years and years back, like the book of Enoch. So much to look into. A good person to look into is Ken Johnson. I only got 3 minutes here. I got to talk fast. But 7 years as a day. Read the book of Barnabas. He's the early church father that talked about it. They knew that the end of the age, of this age, they had different ages. The end of their age was then, and the beginning of the age of grace started. We are at the end of the age of grace. The last 50-year jubilee is now, and we're at the end, towards the end of the 6,000 years. That's the point. We're at towards the very end of the 6,000 years when Jesus will return and set up that last 1,000 years, the millennial reign, the kingdom age. They knew it then. They spoke it then. They knew now we're in the time of the end, and they knew that people would say, oh, it's always been said. Time to get on the ark, people. Time to wake up to your destiny and purpose. We're at the precipice. We're right there at the edge of the cliff. Don't walk off. People telling you there's no hell. You're going to fall into that hell. These are the last days. Live for God. Live for destiny. Jesus is returning soon. I love you guys so much. Stay here and learn more. It's Tiavi TV. Jesus is for you, and he's coming soon to get his bride. Be part of that bride. I love you.